This is a talk I'm going to give briefly about Tanino Liberatore and his artwork. I'm going to be doing a series of talks about him, but I just wanted to introduce this book, which I received today. It's called Portrait de la Bête en Rockstar. This is probably his rarest book. It's pretty hard to track down, and I got it on Amazon for about $40, but you have to look around to find it. Basically, he did an art book where he took the persona of being a rock star on the run. So it's in French, and the text itself isn't too interesting, but I want to explain why I think his art is worth looking at. First, it's interesting to notice that the introduction was done by Frank Zappa, and that might tell you something about his art if you're familiar with Frank Zappa. You know that Frank Zappa is eclectic. He likes dissonance, unusual sounds, and that pretty much sums up Tanino Liberatore in the sense that his artwork is based on contrast. Just for your information, here is the record cover that Tanino Liberatore did of Frank Zappa's record. And you can see, in terms of contrast and mood, there is a lot of energy, but also a lot of control. There's the colors, which are very seductive, and yet there's a lot of aggression. And this is a continual technique that Liberatore uses. I think there's another painting here worth looking at. I'm not going to show all of them, just a few. This is a portrait he did. You can see that the woman is very appealing. She seems like someone you might want to meet and approach, but once you look at the picture a little more, you sense that there could be a lot of hostility there or danger. And so it's that use of contrast that creates a sense of dissonance, and that works in creating the picture because the viewer's mind is going back and forth. This is a discovery of Liberatore that most artists have not done as successfully as he has. I think Liberatore is also really worthwhile looking at if you want to learn how to sketch, because you can see that he has great technique, and especially if you're into realism, there's a lot of power and movement even to pictures like this of the child. And again, getting to the idea of dissonance, you see this innocent child, but you look a little closer and you see there's a doll that appears to be a death doll and a gasoline can. So that seems to sum up I'm not going to show all of his paintings, many of which are sort of crude and graphic, and I'll be talking about those and whether they're successful and whether they're actually art and can be considered art in future broadcasts.